come undone in silence deep. The weight I carry doesn't sleep, but when the pastel touches page, it quiets down the hidden rage. No one can see the storms I hide, but colors pull me back inside. They hold the parts that feel too much and soothe them with a softened touch. This is where the color heals, where broken turns to something real, where all the cracks can still belong. Inside a line, inside a song, I bleed in pinks, I breathe in blues. This is the place that carries truth. I tried to fix myself with words, but they just scattered, never heard. Now shades of green and strokes of gold say all the things I couldn't hold. This is where the color heals, where broken turns to something real, where all the cracks can still belong. Inside a lie, inside a song, I bleed in pinks, I breathe in blues. This is the place that carries truth. I'm not afraid to show the mess, to draw in grief and tenderness. Each shade becomes a thread I weave, a way to soften what I grieve. This is where the color heals, where even silence gently feels. No need to speak, no need to fight. The page becomes my truest light. And when the world forgets what's real, this not every wound is loud or clear. Some only show when color's near. The brush reveals what words disguise and paints the truth behind my eyes. I used to hide in black and gray, afraid my light would slip away. But every shade I gently place becomes a trace I can't erase. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and hues that stay long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. They see a page, I see my soul. Each color makes the silence whole. And when I fade or fall apart, these strokes will echo from my heart. This is the light I leave behind, a piece of peace the world can find in quiet lines and shoes that sting long after fear has slipped away. I may not speak what's on my mind, but here's the light I leave behind. It's not about a perfect form, it's how I weathered every storm. The proof is here in every hue of who I was and what is true. This is the light I leave behind, where pain and grace are intertwined, a hidden spark. Some days days I couldn't speak at all, just watched my shadow hit the wall. But I picked up a pencil then and started breathing through my hand. No one asked what I would draw, they didn't see the quiet flaw. But each curve I made with care brought me back from blank despair. These are the lines I needed, not perfect, not planned, but real. Each one a thread that tied me to something I could feel. They didn't fix what broke in me, but helped me start to heal. It wasn't much, just black and white, a page to hold me through the night. But somehow with each softened edge, I made a vow I wouldn't hedge. These are the lines I needed, not perfect, not planned, but real. Each one a thread that tied me to something I could feel. They didn't fix what broke in me, but helped me start to heal. I didn't need a masterpiece, just space enough to breathe. And in these quiet colored frames, I started whispering my name. These are the lines I needed, they're crooked, brave and true, not drawn for them to understand, but to find my way back through. I may not always have the words, but I'll have this and shoes. I sit down with colors in silence near. The worry fades out, my mind feels clear. A page so blank yet full of dreams, a space for hope to softly gleam. No rules to bind me, no lines to fear. I color my truth, I hold it dear. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. Every hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. From brush it dances, the past rewinds. I breathe in peace between the lines. Mistakes don't matter, they're part of me. A messy masterpiece, wild and free. I don't need perfect, just something true, a soul expressed in every hue. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. In the hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Let the colors speak what words can't say. Let the quiet guide the brush today. In the stillness I begin to see, this art is how I set me free. In these shades of calm, I find my way, brushing off the noise of yesterday. Every hue, a voice, a healing balm. I'm coming home in shades of calm. Yes, I'm coming home in shades of calm. Ooh. stood in silence, lost in gray, afraid to speak, afraid to stay. But color called me soft and low, and whispered what I've yet to know. Each line I draw, each shape I trace, becomes a shelter, becomes a place where I can breathe, where I belong, a space where nothing feels so wrong. Breathe in the light, let the shadows fall. You don't have to have it all. Every color is a way to feel a little more okay. This is hope in soft disguise, a gentle fire behind your eyes. So breathe in deep and hold it tight. You're here, you're real, bright in the light. They say be bold, they say be loud, but I find peace beneath the cloud. I color slow, I take my time, and let the rhythm find a rhyme. Breathe in the light, let the shadows fall. You don't have to have it all. Every color is a way to live a little more okay. This is hope in soft disguise, a gentle fire behind your eyes. So breathe in deep and hold it tight. You're here, you're real, breathe in the light. There's no map for healing slow, but your hands already know. Every shade, every hue is a piece of coming through. Breathe in the light, let the past release. There's no rush, just quiet peace. In the swirl and in the stain, you're more than what you pushed away. This is strength in softer tones, the kind you build all on your own. So breathe in now and feel it right. You're still becoming, breathe in the light. I used to hide behind the gray, afraid to speak, afraid to stay. But silence turned to painted skies. I found my voice in lullaby lines. The world said, stay inside the lines, but I was born to redefine. With every shade I come alive. One breath, one brush, I survive. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a piece of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. The page forgives what life forgets. I trace my heart with no regrets. The mess is part of what I am, a masterpiece without a plan. I blend my fears with dreams I keep. Lay your hope in colors deep. The world is loud, but I still know peace is something I can grow. I color outside the shadows, fill the cracks with light I borrowed. Each mistake a bold design, each hue a piece of what is mine. No rules, no need to follow. I color outside the shadows. Let the world stay black and white. I'll build my joy in bursts of light. With every line I rise, I heal. Each color says it's safe to feel. I color outside the shadows, make beauty from the bad days. This page, my quiet battlefield, where broken hearts are gently healed. No silence left to swallow. I color outside the shadows. Yes, I color outside the shadows. I've walked through shadows I couldn't name, carried colors that felt like shame. But I found something in the fade, a spark where softer shades were laid. Now I don't run, I sit and see the way light wants to color me. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. I used to think I had to glow, be bold and loud for them to know. But soft can still be strong and true, and pastels carry power too. I trace my healing stroke by stroke, a silent promise as I grow. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. Every page a second chance, a quiet golden kind of dance. I may not shine, but I am bright in every line. I'm tinted with light. The world may never see the glow that lives in pages only I know, but in the stillness I believe this soft light will never leave. Now I'm tinted with light, not fear, painting peace where pain was near. No spotlight, but still inside, a soul reborn in sunlight. I don't need love to make it right, I only need to be tinted with light. Woke up feeling faded, lost in shades of gray. Quiet voice inside me says you can find your way. Pick up a palette, let the colors flow. A burst of life begins, I start to glow. Every brushstroke tells a story untold, a path to the courage I hold. No more shadows, I'm shedding the past. This is my moment, I'm free at last. Paint it bright, let the colors soar, unleash the fire I was fighting for. Every color is calling my name, breaking the silence, igniting the flame. Paint it bright, don't hold it in, let the new day begin. In every shade I find the light, I'm alive, I'm shining, paint it bright. From black and white to a rainbow alive, every step I take I come more alive. No more doubts, no more fears to hide. With every splash I'm rolling my inside. Every brushstroke tells a story untold, a path to the courage I hold. No more shadows, I'm shedding the past. This is my moment, I'm free at last. Paint it bright, let the colors soar, unleash the soil I was fighting for. Every color is calling my name, breaking the silence, igniting the flame. Ain't it bright, don't hold it in, let the new day begin. In every shade I find my light, I'm alive, I'm shining, paint it bright. Stand in the light, let your true self show. Colors of courage start to glow. The world's a canvas and I'm ready to start. With colors of hope I follow my heart. Let the colors soar, unleash the fire the silence igniting the flame. Keep it bright, don't hold it in. Let the new day begin. In every shade I find my mind. I'm alive, I'm shining. Paint it bright, paint it bright, and never fade away. This is the power of a new day. Start running wild, and I can't find my inner child. I reach for colors one by one, until the darkness comes undone. I don't need to make it right, I just need a little light. Every swirl and shade I make, a breath I finally get to take. Fill the page with light, your colors glow. Let the weight fall off, let the healing flow. Every line a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. The calm inside begins to grow. There's no wrong way to be real. Every mark is how I feel. A rainbow born from quiet hands, a peace that no one understands. This is where I start to breathe, a quiet joy I never leave. Not for others, just for me, a place where I can truly be. Fill the page with light, let your colors glow. So wait for love, let the healing flow. Every light a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. A calm inside begins to grow. When the world is loud at gray, I can color it away. Bit by bit I take control, turning paper into soul. Fill the page with light, let your colors glow. Let the weight fall off, let the healing flow. Every line a story, every shade a song. In this little world I can't go wrong. Fill the page with light and let it show. But how inside begins to grow. You chased the lines, I filled them fast, afraid the quiet wouldn't last. But rushing only blurred the view, so I slowed down to find what's true. And in the hush I saw it clear, the place where peace had drawn me near. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the fear walks off the ledge. I don't need to paint it bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. I've learned the shades don't always shine, but every tone still has its time. Even gray has something kind, if you don't rush what it's designed. I breathe it in, let go again. This stillness is my dearest friend. This is where the color settles, where the chaos finds its edge, where the noise begins to soften and the sphere walks off the ledge. I don't need painted bold, sometimes healing soft and slow. This is where the color settles and lets me go. Let it blend, let it blur, let it show just who I were. In the space between each hue, I remember how I grew. This is where the color settles, and I finally feel the weight of everything I tried to carry. Fade gently into grace, I don't rush it anymore. This is what my hands are for, to find a piece I didn't know, where the color settles slow. Colors from beneath my hand, shapes arise just as I planned. Brush the paper line by line, moments pause in every sign. In this world of common light, every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Whispers drawn in pink and blue, dreams in motion coming true, flowing gently, stroke by stroke. In this stillness I awoke. In this world of common light, every shade feels warm and right. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. Every color tells a story, and this one is mine. A chance to let me be myself. I love how things begin to take shape when they're mine. And I know it's not just about what I draw, but who I am inside. I'm just a girl with a pen and paper, no big deal. But I love the way the colors come together, the art that flows from my brain and my hands. Side, 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 side. Hey, 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 hey. Painting by numbers from a photograph, dogs fold arms like cotton candy, chasing pieces that don't fit. So fall back on your imagination. Take the time to breathe and paint. Let go and start again. It might look crazy, but it stops crazy. If you're mad at me, tell me why. But what I'm doing isn't wrong, I swear. It is so beautiful, so pure and real and free of pain. Shh, don't worry about me. I'll be okay, 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 okay. That's all we need to know. I hope you understand what I mean. Colors bloom beneath my hand, shapes arise just as I planned. Watch the magic slowly grow. In the art my heart will show. I used to hide behind the gray, afraid too many shades would stray. But even silence has a tone, and every shadow makes me whole. The blue that wraps around my doubt, the red that dares to scream it out. They all belong, they all are true. Not just the calm, not just the hue. These are the hues of me, messy, bright, and wild and free. Each one a truth I had to feel, each one a part I made real. I'm not just soft, I'm not just bold, I'm every color I've ever told. There's gold I found through letting go, and goons from places I won't show. Even the streaks that run with tears are colors carried through the years. These are the hues of me, loud and free. Each one a truth I had to seal, each one a part I made real. I'm not just soft, I'm not just bold, I'm every color I've ever told. I won't erase, I won't conceal, these pigments tell me what is real. And if you look beyond the blend, you'll see the girl who won't pretend. These are the hues of me, a full and flawed identity. I'm made of shades I used to hide, now shining through with honest pride. So let me glow, let me just be alive in all the hues of me. They all held pencils, said that was the way, sharpened tips and tiny strokes each day. But my hands would tremble, the lines felt tight. Their colors dimmed what I saw in light. So I walked off the beaten path with pastel dust and fearless craft. I found the color of peace in a different hue. Nine lines they drew though in what I do. Soft as breath, bold as flame, Pan Pastels whispered my name. I broke the rules to find release, and there I found the color of peace. It's not about tools, it's not about trends, it's what sets your spirit free. In the end I blend with brushes and dream in haze, each sweet rewriting all days. You don't have to fit their mold, there's more to art than doing what you're told. I found the color of peace in a different hue. Nine lines they drew no in what I do. Soft as breath, bold as flame, and pastels whispered my name. I broke the rules to find release, and there I found the color of peace. So try to explore and dare to seize what sets your spirit wild and free. It's not about should, it's what feels right. Your hands know how to paint the light. You'll find the color of peace in your own hue, not in tourmaline. And just find the color of peace in your own hue, not in the lines they drew, only inside you. Soft or bright, sharp or wild, let your colors be untamed in style. There's no one way to find your peace. Just pick your tool and find release. That's how you'll find the color of peace.
Flashing lights, 1,000 voices pull me right, but I've got a secret they can't see. A page, a brush, and room to breathe. I close the door, I dim the sound, and let the colors pull me down. I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can't ever win. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. I don't explain where I retreat. This sanctuary's mine to keep, where shades can say what words do not, and peace is found in every dot. No filters here, no rush, no race, just paper I'm chasing the quiet within, where the noise can have no home. In every stroke I disappear and find a world that feels sincere. No spotlight, no need to begin, just me and the quiet within. They scroll, they shout, they never pause. When I create without applause, this moment's mine. This moment's mine, I won't explain. It's how I wash away the strain. I'm chasing the quiet within, where my breath can start again. With every line I color free, I'm choosing who I get to be. Not perfect, not loud, not thin, just honest, still a quiet within. I've lived in lines that kept me small, afraid to reach, afraid to fall. But every page I dared to start let me redraw my fragile heart. I thought I had to play it safe, but now I colored past the shade. Color me brave in every hue, let every shape be something true. Not just pretty, not just neat, but full of fire beneath my feet. I'm not who I was yesterday, so go ahead and color me brave. I spilled the ink, I've blurred the lines, I've turned mistakes to neon signs. Where once was shame now glows instead, a masterpiece from what I shed. You won't find fear in black and white, it lives in color, in the fight. Color me brave in every hue, let every shape be something true. Not just pretty, not just neat, but full of fire beneath my seat. I'm not who I was yesterday, so go ahead and color me brave. Let the world stare, let them doubt. I'll keep creating from the inside out. No outline holds the soul I've made. I rise delicious, bold and unafraid. Color me brave with light and flaws, with bleeding edges, with every pause. I'm not perfect, but I'm awake, and I decide what shape I take. Don't box me in, don't paint me tame, just let your hands color me brave. Color me brave. The storm can't take this time, these colors still are mine. The world might come undone, but I won't have to run. I find my breath again, between each line and bend. The stillness that I keep is rooted somewhere deep. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. My hands know what to do when I can't speak it through. The page becomes my friend, a space that doesn't bend. No one can take this part, this piece I draw by heart. It holds me when I break, it softens all the ache. Then everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even
No need to shout to feel alive. I build a world where calm survives, where every mark and breath I place creates a gentle glowing space. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. When everything is loud and gray, I turn the noise to blue and sage. And even when the bright fades out, the quiet stays, I have no doubt. They said to keep it soft and small, to never dream to fear the fall. But I was born to break the frame, to find my voice in every flame. They see the stillness, miss the fire, but every mark pulls me up higher. The colors know what I've been through, and still they bloom in something new. Color me rising shade by shade, no apology, no masquerade. I'm not hiding, I'm not tamed. This is me, untouched, unnamed. With every hue I draw my line, this page, this power, it is mine. So if I'm quiet, look again. Color me rising from within. I used to shrink to fit the space, erase myself to steal some grace. But now I feel each inch I see, with bold defiance tenderly. Color me rising shade by shade, no apology, no masquerade. I'm not hiding, I'm not tamed. This is me, untouched, unnamed. With every hue I draw my line, this page, this power, it is mine. So if I'm quiet, look again. Color me rising from within. It's not just art, it's how I fight to take back joy, to claim my light. I may be soft, but I am steel, and every stroke is something real. Color me rising wild and free. This is who I'm meant to be. I don't ask, I don't explain. I show my heart in vivid stain. And when they doubt, and when they stare, I'll still be here. I'll still declare I am the story, I am the sign. So color me rising, bold and mine. So color me rising, bold and mine. I used to wait for the perfect start, holding back the voice in the heart, afraid the lines would all go wrong, afraid my colors didn't belong. But peace doesn't come in black and white, it lives where courage meets the light. So I painted brave, I painted loud, no more hiding in the crowd. Let the colors take the lead, I don't have to rush the speed. Every hedge a choice I've made, this is mine, and I painted brave. They said to stay inside the frame, though I've outgrown that tidy game. I blend with joy, I smudge with grace, I let my fear take second place. The brush becomes my beating drum, and I don't ask who I've become. So I paint it bright, days I color through my doubt. Some days I shout without a sound. But every stroke a step I take toward a truth I get to make. So I'm kinda brave, I'm painting aloud, even when I'm not allowed. Let the chaos find its grace, so leave my light in every space. Not perfect, but still on a flame. This is me, and I paint it brave. There were things I couldn't say, so I let my colors speak. All the noise I held inside poured out soft in golden streaks. No one asked the questions right, so I kept the answers in, till the paper met my hand and the silence let me in. And the blue understood what I never could. Only colors knew where I had been. Every ache I covered deep in my skin. They never judged the shape of my truth. Only the colors knew. There were tears I couldn't cry, so I drew them into leaves. Every fear I pushed away found a home in crimson seeds. I was never good with words, but the pastels found a way to hold what I could not hold and make meaning out of gray. And the gold told the truth I had run from too. Only the colors knew where I had been. Every ache I covered deep in my skin. They never judged the shape of my truth or the colors. Only the colors knew. But there's a kind of love in you that doesn't ask for why. It just stays, it just breathes when I need to survive. Only the colors know where I had been. Every scar and shadow softened within. They made me whole without asking proof. Only the colors knew. Only the colors knew. Only the colors. I don't tiptoe with the shades. I go wild with pinks and blaze. Don't tell me to keep it neat. I like glitter on my feet. Broke the rules, now I feel free. Every page is loud like me. If I smudge, I won't rewind. Every mark is by design. Color outside the line. You bet I will this time. Let the quiet ones be loud. Let the shy ones stand proud. Color me bold, color me bright. Let every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no need to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break the mold. Fill the frame in neon gold. Turn the page and lose control. Go ahead, colors me bold. You can keep your black and white. I was made to shine and fight. My pastels back attitude, soft but fierce, that's my mood. I don't wait to be approved. My crayons come with a groove. If I love it, that's enough. Art should always feel this tough. Color loud, color deep. Make the page feel your leap. Let them stare, let it glow. Let your messy magic show. Color me bold, color me bright. Let every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no way to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break the mold. So the frame in neon gold. Turn the page and lose control. Go ahead, color me bold. They said quiet, I said loud. They said soft, I said proud. Now my paper screams my name, and I never color tame. Color me bold, color me bright. Yet every shade take up the light. No fear, no doubt, no need to hide. I'm showing off my vibrant side. I don't blend, I break the mold. So the flame in neon gold. Turn the page and lose control. Go ahead, color me bold. I am a wanderer to this page. Stay inside. They say you don't belong with all that rage. I've learned to turn my silence into flames, blend and hide. They say it's too much color, not enough tame. But I won't let them blur the lines I love. I know this page was meant for me. My hands are glorious. When the harshest words try to mute my sound, I will flood the page, let the shades resound. I am brave, I am free, I am who I'm meant to be. This is my art. I have walked through shadows filled with doubt, held my breath too long, let fear decide what I'm about. But every shade I pull across the page tells a story loud of colors that refuse to fade with age. We can't erase the soul that draws in light. This quiet power lives in me, and it's victorious. When the harshest words try to move my sound, I will flood the age, let the shades resound. I am wrong, I am free, I am who I'm meant to be. This is my art. And I won't dim, I won't retreat. I'll aim my truth beneath their feet. I'll rise in the lines they'll never see, and show the world the arts in me. When the harshest words try to mute my sound, I will flood the page, let the gates resound. I am wrong, I am free, I am who I'm meant to be. This is my art. I need a finish line.
I don't need a flawless shine. All I need's a little space to move in color, not in haste. No pressure here, no need to prove. Just feel the rhythm and let it move. One hue at a time, I come alive. Every shade a reason to survive. Not chasing perfect, just chasing peace. Every layer helps me release. I'm not rushing the climb. I'm building me one hue at a time. Some days are bright, some days fade fast. Some colors smudge, but all things pass. I don't erase the parts that bend. They still belong, they still transcend. Let them see the rise and fall. I'm still standing through it all. One hue at a time, I come alive. Every shade a reason to survive. Not chasing perfect, just chasing peace. Every layer helps me release. I'm not rushing the climb, I'm building me one hue at a time. One hue at a time, I come alive. Every shade a reason to survive. Not chasing perfect, just chasing peace. Every layer helps me release. I'm not rushing the climb, I'm building me one hue at a time. Is where I shine. Breath, tangled thoughts await like death, but a page in pastel light pull me gently back to life. No one sees the silent war when I close the hurried door, but I sit with pen in hand and start to draw where I still stand. When I color, I breathe again. Release the storm I kept within. In every shade I find my truth, a softer world I can walk through. No need to speak, no need to leave. When I color I can breathe. Lines don't ask me to explain, they don't shrink beneath my pain. They just wait for me to try to fill the quiet with my why. When I color, I breathe again. Release the storm I kept within. In every shade I find my truth, a softer world I can walk through. No need to speak, no need to leave. When I color, I can breathe. I don't need perfect strokes to heal, just space to feel what I must feel. My hands remember how to stay when everything else slips away. When I color, I breathe again. My pulse returns, my thoughts ascend. In every tone I find relief, a pain in moments soft and brief. No need to run, no need to grieve. When I color, I believe.
impulse returns, my thoughts ascend. In every shade I find relief, a painted moment, soft and brief. No need to run, no need to grieve. When I color, I believe.
There's so much I don't say out loud, thoughts that get lost in the crowd. But when I draw, it all breaks through. The pain, the hope, the quiet truth. No need to find the perfect phrase. I let the color take its place. That ink's silence, line by line, fill the space they left behind. Words may fail or come too late, but every shade communicates. This is how I let it out, a quiet heart that dares to shout. I used to bite back every thought, afraid of saying what I'm not. But now I hold a softer pen and let the stillness speak again. I trace the scenes I used to hide and bring them gently to the light. I ink the silence line by line, fill the space they left behind. Words may fail or come too late, but every shade communicates. This is how I let it out, a quiet heart that dares to shout. They'll never know what each line meant, the grief, the joy, the time I spent, but I'll remember every tone. Each mark a way to feel less alone. Where I ink the silence, line by line, make the hidden feel like mine. If I can't say it